It's so funny that just saying I hope you're doing okay could mean so much more in times like this. So I really hope that you're doing okay. I really hope that life is treating you well. And I'm Clarissa, and thank you for joining me in this space where we get an opportunity to share some time with each other. And so I had a completely different video planned from since last month, but it's just crazy how much life can change in 4 weeks. So I saw the COVID-19 bandwagon just riding down the road, and I thought, okay, that looks interesting. I want to join the conversation. So here I am. And at first, I just want to say a huge, just give huge gratitude to the National Health Service and the people working in National Health Service. I just think that they're doing amazing things, and also carers and people that are looking after the vulnerable, because they are just helping to keep those people comfortable, vulnerable people comfortable, and then they're also the gatekeepers for us, so it doesn't spread to us and make us ultimately be vulnerable. Now I just want to add a little air of caution to this because when this whole COVID-19 started emerging, I was skeptical, thinking, what is this all about? It just happened so quickly that so much was going on in my mind. And I do think there are so many different kind of conversations that are contrasting the narrative, the main narrative. But what I've come to kind of accept about the COVID-19 is that it is an emotional time for all of us. We're all quite sensitive about what's going on, and I think it's really just a case of using discernment to just feel for who are affected by this, and ask questions later on. So I definitely think it's created like huge awareness. Three things in particular that I want to talk about. The first thing that's made us aware of is our hygiene practices. Definitely. I cannot tell you how many times I'm like washing my hands and they feel like cream crackers because I'm washing them so much. And there's nothing like a fear of a pandemic to make you go home and deep clean your house. Like, kids, grab a brush, pick a room, and start scrubbing. But I definitely think it's important that we continue to maintain this habit, now and carrying it forward. So that's really good. And then, it's definitely made us have a look at our relationship with food. And I'm not going to go into, the sources of the whole thing because, again, it's not my narrative. I wasn't there, so I don't know. All I know is that I'm connecting it to, more wellness. We're understanding that, as a virus, it attacks our immune system. So we need to be supporting our body and looking at our habits and, really considering the things that are going to protect us from this virus and future viruses, because with a weak immune system, we're going to be vulnerable to other things. And I've actually done a blog on my website for this as well, so I'm going to put the link in the description so you can have a look and let me know what you think. So the website's great. But then the last thing that it's really made us aware of is our sense of security. And this is where I'm going to have a little bit of fun, because I've been really thinking about this, and because it is really a time where we're looking at our financial just status and things. It's completely changed the way some of us are really thinking how we're going to get our cash and what's going to be happening going forward. And so this is a really good time for businesses definitely to take an opportunity to see how they're going to translate their businesses to online, and whether we are going to be able to adapt to the new changes. We're just seeing it now, like everybody is going online. So if a business can go online and still maintain the same productivity, are they going to want to go back to paying for bricks and mortar? Are they going to want to have the high costs, or are they going to try and maybe supplement home workers' utility bills? I don't know. And then as well, will we want to, if this is a prolonged thing and we're naturally creatures of habit, will we then want to go back to sitting in traffic? I don't know. I mean, things could all really change, and I'm kind of accepting that it's going to be that way. So I just wrote some notes because it was fantastic, this thing that we're going through. So you know, I do think if we're all going online and we're all online, are the dynamics going to change? Are we going to see our virtual, what has been our virtual life, our online presence? Because that's always been our escapism from reality. Is it going to change? Is it going to be that our online experience is going to become so in depth that now our real life experiences are going to be our escapism from the virtual world? So are we going to be like going outside just for experience that are physical? So for instance, like sports, or you can only go outside to get a cinema experience. You can only go outside to get a spa experience, gym experience, which I'm hugely missing my gym experience. But you know, it's fine. But then also as well, things like which things will cross over. Like imagine like concert, you can only get live music experience if you do live, but that's the kind of industry that can maybe have two. Maybe like you got a stadium price ticket, and then you've got a at home live in your living room ticket, and you've got like the speakers set up, and you've got that, you know, just to annoy the neighbours, it's boom boom, you know, and then you just pay different prices, whatever tour that artist has got, you just pay for that, and it's there in your living room. And I thought another one that was really cool. Can you imagine if the whole retail experience, the way we shopped, was completely different? So you know, you've got your like favorite retailer, and you go into the shop, and instead of it being racks and racks of clothes, you've just got like a mannequin that's just got one item. It's more like an art gallery, so there's like different, you know, installations of clothes. And then you've got your app, and then you scan that QC, you know, the new funny code. You scan the QC code, and then you put it in your wish list, and then you go to change room. But instead of going to change room to change your clothes, you go to change room to get a body scan. Imagine that, and the whole thing just scans your body, and you get like a virtual mannequin that then tries on your clothes for you. You just like go through the catalogue. Yeah, that's good. I want that one. I want that one. You pay for it on your app, and then you know you come out of the change room, and then someone hands you the outfit, or you go home and it gets delivered to your house. I mean, there's so many ways we could be thinking about it, and I'm trying to just look at this whole situation as positive, as you know, maybe there's things that we can learn from it. Maybe it is a new world, and maybe it is all the things that people think it could be that completely, you know, reevaluates the way we think about the future and business and working from home and what happiness looks like at home and things like that. Maybe it is. We have to just see if it ends up being like that. So, but if they do, then we're going to need faster internet. Did somebody say 5G? Oh dear. I don't know if that's something that people want to discuss, but we do need faster internet, because I'm struggling here. Certain rooms I can't go in. It's the internet just won't work. But yeah, that's it for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again for joining me, and please stay safe, well, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.